So hi, again, my name is George Arthur, and I'm one of the co-founders of MINGO, a long-distance ride-sharing application for students. See, one of the biggest problems college students face today is long-distance transportation during the holidays, right? As a college student myself, I found myself not being able to get home to see my family because of money issues. See, current solutions to that is right now, private transportation. Airplane tickets, as we all know, can be pretty expensive. And as a college student, I really can't afford that. Then we have public transportation. Public transportation can oftentimes be long and uncomfortable. And if you wanted to take a train from here to LA, it's going to be like half a day, almost 12 hours. Then we have social media groups where people can try to carpool with each other and find people who are going the same direction. These are oftentimes very unorganized, and you could never really find a ride that suits you. This is why we created MINGO. MINGO connects students who are going in the same direction so that you don't have to manually do this trip yourself. And MINGO is available on the iOS store, and it's currently being verified on the Android as well. This is how it works. First, the driver posts a ride on our platform, and they set the price, the location, and the date. As you can see, this is our dashboard. And these are the different rides being offered at the moment. And then if you're a rider and you want to join this drive, you can request. And once the driver accepts you, you're put in a group chat with the driver and the rest of the riders. So you can talk about logistic issues like how much luggage do you have, right? These types of things are important. And once the ride concludes, there's a dynamic rating system that we have. We wanted to have a dynamic rating system where you can tell people what type of person the driver is, right? Because stars don't really tell you much about the person that you're going to be going with. And these rides are long distance. They're going to be like 3 hours, 3 to 7 hours. So you're really going to get to know the person that you're going to be going with. We have, for example, like, would you recommend the driver? Is he a speedster? And recently added feature, does he wear a mask? So why MINGO? Well, MINGO, one, reduces the stress of having to organize this long trip, right? As college students, we already have enough to worry about. Two, we are a safe and sustainable ride option. Right now, it's really important to be eco-friendly, and carpooling has many benefits to that. And three, we love helping students visit their families more often. Obviously not right now because of the pandemic, but previously and hopefully after the pandemic, it's really important to visit your family. So this is some of the traction that we had previous to the pandemic. We had over 1,000 plus impressions every single week on our social medias. People actively being excited about our project. We're also part of a 32,000 people group at UC Davis where people constantly carpool with each other. So we know that there's a big market for carpooling. And in 3 days when we launched, we had over 300 plus downloads at UC Davis. So there's a pretty big market size for carpooling. A lot of people don't really realize that yet. But the total addressable market in the United States right now is $4 billion, and it's only expected to keep growing. Our business model is pretty simple. We take a 10% revenue share of each completed ride. So the riders aren't really affected by this. It's mostly the drivers that we're taking a 10% revenue share of the profit that they're making. We have a comprehensive marketing strategy, but I'll break it down in 3 simple steps. First, we want to use students, right? We want to connect a network across multiple college cities like UC Davis and UCLA and Berkeley, right? Because connecting these colleges would really help students visit these different systems. Like the UC system should be a little more connected, and we truly believe that. And after that, move on to partnerships, right? Creatively partnering with concerts and events, right? People who need to get to like Coachella, we'd be partnering them and helping people find rides to these different events. And 3, social media. There's no doubt that social media has a big effect on students right now. And putting ourselves out there on social media and using influencers, travel blogs, and publications would really get our application out there. So obviously we want to start in California and then attack different states that have really big college campuses. And these are some of our future projections. In the UC system alone, there's a big market that we can capitalize on. And these are key competitive advantages. One, our app is very user-friendly. It's intuitive, easy to use, and has a very simple interface. 2, our behavioral rating system. right? As opposed to having stars, we have dynamic rating systems. So you actually know the type of people that you're going to be going with. 3, we have a rewards program. This incentivizes students to stay on our application and not try to find other rides by themselves, right? Because let's say they take 4 rides with us, well, their next ride is going to be free. And it's a student-only platform. This makes it so it's a little safer and it's easier to make friends. This is simplified in this graph. And meet our founding team. I'm George. I'm the business strategy and development. And then Alex is our CTO. He's in charge of developing the app and anything that comes along with that and managing us as well. And Yusuf is our PR and business operation. He handles most of the day-to-day tasks and keeps us in check. These are some of our advisors. Obviously, we have Jan. He's our lawyer, and he's advising us on anything that has to do with legal terms with carpooling, right? We have Professor Aaron, as most of you guys know, Sarikon from Venture Catalyst, and Matthew. He's a big mentor of ours and the founder and CEO at Japa. See, we at MINGO firmly believe that college communities should have more access to affordable and eco-friendly long-distance travel solutions. Thank you so much for having me. We are MINGO, and we're bringing cities closer.
So you said that you started off focusing on the money. What has you driven to create MINGO now?
So yeah, I think when I first just started entrepreneurship, like I said, money was driving all of my thoughts and actions. And the problem with that is that you don't create long-term businesses when you do that. You create what I call money grabs. These are like very short-term projects where you kind of like ride trends. You do a company, you earn a lot of money, and then you just drop it because it's not sustainable and it's not something you're really passionate about, right? You shouldn't be just passionate about money. It's not really going to get you anywhere. So I think kind of college in general taught me that. College taught me that, you need to have a passion. And it's okay if you don't know what that passion is yet. I have yet to figure out exactly what my passion in life is. But I'm trying all sorts of things to find that. And through the Startup Center, it teaches you the fundamentals of what it means to have a company and not just a short-term money grab, right? Because I think it's important to build long-term businesses that are going to solve problems out there and aren't just for your own beneficial.